Oh, what's happening, guys? It's your boy Uncle P. Now, guys, quick one. I know you guys read the heading and you're like, what's Uncle P talking about? Guys, I've been talking about a lot of pandemic in this country. I've spoken about Nigerians and they think that I hate them, while the reality is the truth hurts, but the truth is the truth. I've spoken about Mozambicans, Zimbabweans, I've spoken about Malawians, maybe not much, but I've basically spoken about every problem that this country has and every problem that this country is going through. And there's a pandemic, this Jollofina pandemic. And I feel like we need to talk about it because this is one of the pandemics that is causing these identity issues. And it's causing a lot of, you know what? Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. And you guys can judge it for yourself if this is a pandemic or not. Okay, so let's start with what a Jollofina, first of all, is and how proud these Jollofinas are. And how this usually ends up in the end. And how South African men and good men have to pick up the pieces of making these decisions.
I'm a Jollofina. Of course, my man pays for everything. I'm a Jollofina. Of course, I did not complete matric. I'm a Jollofina. Of course, I have to let my man sleep with my friends so that I can have a soft life. I'm a Jollofina. Of course, I have to pretend like I enjoy jollof, egusi, pepper, soup, and everything. I'm a Jollofina. Of course, the only thing I have in my name is designer clothes and designer bags. I'm a Jollofina. Of course, I'm okay with the fact that he left his wife in Nigeria. I'm a Jollofina. Of course, I'm open to cohabiting. I'm a Jollofina. Of course, he's not gonna marry me. I'm a Jollofina. Of course, I think I've made it in life. I'm a Jollofina. Of course, I can't tag him on social media because he's running away from the cops.
Okay, guys, but like, if we deport all the Nigerians from South Africa, who's going to pay for our expensive wigs and buy us designer handbags?
Hey, the hill I'm willing to die on. Hey,
I'm a Jollofina. Of course, I'll have jollof rice every time I feel like.
I'm a Jollofina. Of course, I can never run out of cash. What do you mean? I'm a Jollofina. Of course, I have a Nigerian-inspired business. I'm a Jollofina. Of course, I'm updated with the latest fashion trends of Nigeria. I'm a Jollofina. Of course, I'll randomly get showered with gifts.
Jollofinas are living the life. So guys, that is the image of what a Jollofina is. I couldn't explain it better. Jollofina's explained it on my behalf. Okay, so Jollofina is basically a South African girl that's dating a Nigerian man. And usually these girls date Nigerian men for one reason only. Now, you see, the problem is when Uncle P speaks, people say Uncle P is talking out of his ass, So Uncle P likes to bring evidence and put things out and let other people speak on his behalf. So
South African girls are sleeping with Nigerian men for one reason, and that's because Nigerian men are using a different strategy that works than South African men. Firstly, South African women, like how any other human being will be opportunistic, will always seek to gain opportunity or benefits. They understand that out of life in general, the almost biggest benefit you can get is money, because money is essentially resources. And on the other hand, in the dating scene, women seek security, they seek loyalty, they seek a stable, safe, secure relationship. A man, on the other hand, a man would also like to get money out of life and then in the dating scene, as much sex as possible. That's why I usually say that women gatekeep sex and then therefore men gatekeep a serious relationship. Now, this is where it gets juicy. When a South African man approaches a South African woman, Arasasheli, he doesn't aim to impress her or charm her. He doesn't even court her. All he wants to do is to hang out, decide if they like each other by just vibing and chilling out. And he doesn't want to make any promises. And this is not because he's afraid of commitment. I like to think that South African men tend to avoid commitment, especially because they know how much work it takes. They know that they have to be loyal. They know that they have to be dedicated dedicated to one girl. They know that they have to treat her with respect. They have to be patient. That they'll only have sex when she's ready, and he'll have to display more of his character. And
Yo, guys, I had to stop for a second. Coach Noni is talking a lot. So, Coach Noni, according to her, South African men are basically useless. They don't like commitment because it's a lot of work, because it's a lot of this, it's got a... That's what your guys heard Coach Noni, right? Coach Noni says a lot. I'm going to play the rest of Coach Noni's video. Oh, this is going to get interesting. The thing is, your guys don't like watching all my videos. You don't like watching it in full. This is going to get juicy. Let's keep
his
watching.
ethics and his morals and all of this. So they avoid this by simply not putting a label to it. South African men will literally take you on one date and expect to take a woman home and smash and then decide if they like her or not, right? There, from the side of the woman, there's no benefits, there's no insurance, there's no safety. You don't know if you're sleeping with this guy, if he's going to take you seriously, if he's going to accept you, or he'll just simply wake you up and say your Uber's outside. Bye, and never ever speak to you again. Nigerian men come into the picture and say, listen, I like you. You are very sexy. I definitely do want to sleep with you, but I will not marry you. I won't be in a serious relationship with you. Listen, let's link up, drink alcohol, go out to dinner, and go to my place. At the end of the day, you get 10K. You can have your 10K in advance, or you can have your 10K after. Either or, there's a benefit. And then the girl goes,
Can someone please define prostitution for me in the comments? I just want you to define what prostitution is. Or rather yet explain how prostitution works for 10 marks. Oh, sorry, for 22 marks. Please explain what prostitution is for 22 marks and define what prostitution is for 22 marks. Let's see if it's anything that she's saying. This is ridiculous. But anyways, okay, so a Nigerian man is straightforward, right? He doesn't harm you. He comes to you. He tells you exactly what they want. And, you're good. You're secure, right? Okay. Can we flip the script a little bit? Let's flip it.
And guys, we've been through a lot. We've been through a lot. I can't mention I can't imagine my life without him.
You're 38 years old, Hlengiwe. Thank you very much for agreeing to speak to us. How did you end up here?
Oh, okay. I was staying in Pretoria, working at Vets Health as a team leader. I was in a relationship with a Nigerian guy. In my situation, it was a little bit tricky because I was in a relationship with this Nigerian for about a year. So I was so in love with the guy. He was taking care of me financially. I had trust with the guy. And it was around 2016, toward the end of 2016, he came to me and asked me to open a business account for him.
Yeah.
And of course, he was doing some kind of business where he was selling cars. So in my situation, I trusted him, I believed him. I was so ignorant. I helped him, I opened the business account with the hope that he was doing some business, which I knew, whereas he just wanted this business account for doing fraud. I opened the business account on my details. Since he's a Nigerian, I understood that he did not have the relevant document.
Yeah.
So I opened the account with all my information and everything, and I gave everything to him. He went and hacked an account at Mkopane with his friend, and they stole about 1.6 million, and part of the money was transferred into my account. I was in Pretoria, I was working. Then immediately when investigation started, I was the first person to be arrested. That's how my world got shattered. That was 2017. I got arrested.
Right.
today being the 29th of July, 2024. I'm making this recording because I need South Africa to help me and help my children. President Ramaphosa, I need your help. Patrick Alliance, Mr. Mackenzie, I need your help. Gagalax, I need your help. Operation Tutula, I need your help. I was just trying to narrate my story, but I'm coming here because police have failed me. The legal system has failed me because I'm dealing with somebody that can pay everything. So it happens that I've been married to a Nigerian guy for the past 15 years.
Giacala. Oh, guys, I don't mean to laugh at a pain, but guys, it always ends in tears. We all know a story. We all know someone. It always ends in tears. I'm sorry for playing way too many videos. I know you guys don't like long videos, but guys, it always ends in tears. I'll play the rest of that video at the end. You guys can watch it if you want. Guys, it always ends in tears. Sisters, ladies, stop selling your identity, stop selling your purity, stop selling your innocence, stop selling your lives. And guys, I haven't even gone deep. I haven't even put up videos of how many sisters have been arrested for powder, how many sisters who've been unalived. I didn't even put that. Guys, be proud to be South African and to marry your people. Your people understand family, understand culture. It was fun when it lasted, but look at it now. Look at the consequences. Now the president in Tlantla Lax, Operation Dudula, everyone must come to your help because you effed up. You fucked up. Now all of us have to pick up. And you know what's the funny thing is? After they come to this man, they always want to come back to South African men and ask stupid questions like this. Big-headed babies. Now, you got a big-headed baby and you want us to raise that baby. How are you going to explain this to your family when the baby grows up and has a head like this? How are you going to say, oh, how are you going to explain? I'm sorry, guys. It's a pandemic, guys. And the sad thing about it is these girls know what they're doing. It's not that they don't know. They know what they're doing. They literally know what they're doing.
Things I wish I knew before dating a Nigerian man. First things first, I'm gonna say you need tough skin. Like, their jokes are not funny because most of the time you're the butt of the joke. But if you can learn how to have tough skin and hit him back with the same energy, you'll be fine. Secondly, his friends are not your friends. No matter how nice they are to you, no matter how many times they tell you make him so happy, girl, they are not your friends, okay? Like, they are more likely to show him another hand to be with. So just keep that in mind. Don't be nice to everyone. I'd say that they're very intentional. So if a Nigerian man is not giving you actions and just words, you really know what's up. Their actions really speak louder than their words, girl. The last thing I'd say is they're the ask and you shall receive type. So with the Nigerian man, if you don't tell him directly, babe, I want 2, 3, 4, 5, he's not going to be able to read it. That's not it.
Guys, you know, the truth is to these girls, this is all about money. It's all about living the high life and all that. But you saw they cry in the end. They regret it. They end up falling pregnant, having kids that these Nigerian men don't want. They use them for identity. They use them to open bank accounts. They use them for a lot of things to freaking take powder across the countries and shit like that. But you know what? It's always nice to hear from the horse's mouth, like I like to say. And let's hear from the horse's mouth.
I know Nigerians will not like this video. I know. The truth is painful. But I will tell you. Almost all South African women, 99% of the South African women who are married to Nigerians and other foreigners are prostitutes. 99% of them are cheating. on those Nigerians. The South Africans are complaining they are taking our wives, they are taking our women, they are taking our women. No. They are not taking your women. Nigerians are like hyenas. They eat leftovers. They settle for mahoshas. That's what they are doing. They are not taking the women, the high valued women. They are taking the those street kids, the leftover women who you South Africans can.
Guys, do I need to keep going? Do I need to keep posting videos? Do I need to keep putting more receipts? You know, the reality is, it's sad, man. These girls are selling themselves short. You know? I think this pandemic is massive. Even in America, this pandemic is massive. You know, women running after money. But it's worse here in South Africa because they're running for a specific culture, a specific race, a specific nation, because that nation is known for fraudulent ways, for getting easy money, quick money, and they spend it loud, they spend it recklessly. But there are consequences to life, guys. There are consequences to life. And, you know, we can only warn you, but it's your life in the end of the day. But please don't come at us and cry when you go mess up. And when we don't choose you, don't judge us and act as if we owe you anything. Nah, we don't owe you nothing. You know, you made your bed, you laid on it, accept it. That's how it works. Guys, I'm your boy Uncle P. Enjoy the rest of the show.
You won't sign what?
I won't sign the divorce letter.
You won't sign the divorce papers?
Yes.
You are going to do what? Run away?
Yes.
Run away and go away? Where are you going to go?
Country.
Really? You'll
Yes.
go back to Nigeria?
Yes.
And then what's going to happen?
You will suffer, yes.
Just because you don't want to sign papers?
No, won't sign.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, no problem.
And guess what, man? Record me. I will fight you with Muti.
We'll see about that.
Record me. I will fight with
we'll
Muti.
see about that. And we are live on Facebook.
Yes.
In case you don't know.
I will fight with Muti. Every time
We'll
I
see.
want to fight you.
I hate foreigners. I hate foreigners and the government is doing.
We met when I was very young. All throughout this years, year in, year out, he'll be beating me, swearing at me. And I kept on keeping the proof of everything because I know the person I'm dealing with. Maybe it's because of the filter. If you can check here, I've got 2 permanent black marks that are able to clear when you look at me directly. This was on my birthday years ago. So as he's been abusing me, 2016, I got a first protection order. He promised to change as always. He knows how to manipulate the mind. He knows how to play mind games with me. He has made me lose my reasoning capacity so bad. I have 4 children with this guy. He met me with no child. I've got 4 children. So it happens that as he's always beating me, I open up a case this year, March. The case, it was so hard for him to get arrested by this GP police station, police, until I had to ask Qatar's parliament to intervene. That's when he was able to be arrested. As he was there, he stayed 1 month at Sun City. As a Sun City, they wanted me to agree to bail. They were not going to give him bail until I agree, which I'm allowing him to get bail. So immediately, as he was there, he kept on calling. He had an access at Sun City over phone. His family kept on calling me. I couldn't sleep. His family that are here, his brothers, they went to my family to go and plead with my parents that I will not endure abuse anymore. that they have seen me being abused. They also have seen it with their own physical eyes. They know very well how me and my children were living here. Finally, I did allow to the bail. As he went out, the bail conditions was that he stay separate, I stay separate. As he was staying elsewhere, he kept on calling me, checking on the kids, saying he'll be a better man. I kept proof of everything. He asked for me to take him to counseling. I organized counseling for him through Lifeline. Started coming back to the house little. Little did I know that he's coming to take away everything from me. He took everything. Fraudulently, he changed cars from my name to his friend's name. The last time I dropped the Kia Sportage I was driving, it was by the car dealership where he said they're looking for the car to buy it through finance. But those cars were in my name. He stole my ID. I couldn't vote. I couldn't do anything. He took my particulars, took everything from our business account, cleared everything. He just got his permanent residency to stay in South Africa just April. Just this April, he got his permanent residency. That's when he became worse. He said for me to take him to prison. He's gonna show me. Then I asked him, but you've been abusing me for 15 years. What option did I have? Because the abuse now is affecting the children so bad. On the 26th of May, he defiled the warrant of arrest, the protection order that I had. The only thing that I thought is going to protect me whenever he starts being violent. Waphula endlini, he broke the house and ran and left. Amaphoyisa lawa ngiwabizile we-10-111 mewefika ngibachazela ukuthi lo bhuti lo wenzani, and then he took my particulars that I can't vote, I can't do nothing. I did keep evidence of all these things through the camera at our house that he installed to monitor me. All these years I'm a slave. I must serve and worship him in everything he wants. I'm not allowed to have friends. I'm not allowed to go many places. He monitors me through the cameras at the house everywhere he is. My life is just a mess. And I'm not going to so for the past 15 years. To a point whereby he abuses the kids as well. My kid, Umtala has marks where he was beating her. He slaps my kid, a female child, on the face like he literally abuses us. Whenever again, I see this money monsters here, my leg. So now because I want to say no more to abuse. Wathatha your kid, wathatha your kid. Ngiyahlupheka nabantwana bayi-4. Since March, ngisapota abantwana ngiyi-1 from my savings. I've ran out of my savings. My kids are owing school fees at school. They're owing 150,000 rands, but this man took everything and he's using our system to make sure he frustrates me. So on the 26th, after like 30 minutes, he came to the house here with his own police using the state car. Are you aware those cameras la? Here's the real perpetrator. They allowed him remove all his clothes from the house. They stayed 45 minutes lying in Lamaphoyisa zina. Ngabachazela lamaphoyisa ngabatshela ukuthi lo bhuti lo uthatha ama-ID am. It was on the 26th. We were about to vote. I said I'm not going to be able to vote because he took my temporary ID. He took my original ID. He took all my documents. Lamaphoyisa bewantshela ukuthi ngizoboshwa. Ngibabuze ngiboshelwani. Here's the perpetrator. Here's the warrant of arrest. All these things that I is going against the protection order. Marazange bambop. baphuma naye la endlini bamsiza ukuthi abaleke la endlini abalekele i-authority babhadala because bekalahla i-bank statement la bekalahla ikhadi lakhe lase-bank la endlini ngayenza i-bank statement yakhona ngabona la bhadala le phoyisa leli on the 27th of May. That's when they opened up a false case against me. Ngayazi case yakhona. No one came azongibopha endlini. No one came azongitshela ukuthi mina ngifuna amaphoyisa ngile case, because the last topic we had with the police previously that came on the 26th, the one that made him run away, was that I should come to the station the following day, meet the police that was in charge of our case initially, and he's gonna be the one to help me with the warrant of arrest, and he's gonna be the one to help me get all my documents. Sorry. And it didn't make sense because the previous police had nothing to do with it, hence the case was withdrawn. Because of pressure, I must drop the case, I must drop the case. And the only witness to the case, as the police officer told me, is that the only witness I had to my case was my daughter. I didn't want to put my child through so much trauma. This is part 1. I'll do another part 2 because it's only giving me 10 minutes to record. But I really, really, really need help. Not for me, but for my children. Ngiyahlupheka nabantwana bami.